The HR department is often overlooked in business. This is a huge mistake. In this video, we look at why investing in HR is a must for our operations. This is one video in the series, 16 Principles of Operations Management from Dr. Richard Schuenberger. So make sure you check out the other videos in the playlist after this one. Having a committed and interested workforce allows you to maximize your company's potential, avoid turnover, and have happy employees. You'll be able to see better outcomes for your firm if you invest in your HR department by providing training possibilities, employee benefits packages, team building, time off from the office, and so on. Your most valuable asset is your staff. Cross-training, rotation health, and job safety are all essential for maximizing their productivity. You may also give them incentives and appreciation to encourage them to work harder. In all types of businesses, operations and human resources are closely linked. Why you should invest in HR. During the pandemic, human resource departments have grown increasingly more busy and important. As such, investing in human resources, HR, is a responsibility that must take precedence because it gives businesses the ability and peace of mind required to succeed in an ever-changing economy. Managing staff happiness and care pays dividends that can't be overstated, especially in these tough economic times. Because of the unusual market circumstances, corporate finances are receiving more attention than usual. Keeping track of earnings, losses, payroll, and budgets is a uniquely human activity. There are employees and vendors behind all of those figures. Getting it all under control takes more than hard work. It requires an uninterrupted supply of information to keep alignment. When you have a comprehensive understanding of your company's data and costs, you'll be better equipped to reconsider cash in an age when flexibility and insight are valued so highly. The most crucial thing that businesses can do is invest in current HR techniques from the inside out. Although it sounds basic, there are a slew of other subtle nuances to think about when breaking down the process. This includes peering into the nitty-gritty details of payroll and interacting with staff on a regular basis to figure out how to best support and train them in their changing responsibilities. Short-term impact. In 2020, all regions of the world have learned important lessons in terms of being ready for the unexpected and how to change in order to satisfy changing needs and expectations. Investing in HR now allows you to build on your knowledge and make the road to recovery a little easier. Merge data for a more organized approach. Understanding all of the important metrics about your business without having to split up data is critical to success. You may discover how many staff and contractors you have on hand and how much money you spend on payroll with a single source of information. Not to mention the fact that avoiding add-ons and patchwork solutions saves you a lot of time. Enterprise resource planning integration allows you to automate decision-making, which is especially important in today's fast-paced world. Data aids you in understanding all parts of your business so that you can anticipate as many business expenditures as feasible in every economy. Get aligned. Employees must understand the company's broader business goals and how their performance contributes to those objectives. It is critical that everyone's priorities are linked directly to corporate strategies, as this may truly get all on the same page. With market factors rapidly changing, it's critical to be able to communicate changes and offer upskilling or retraining. Create a strong successors. Backup strategies are more important than ever as business advances at a greater rate and faces irregular disruptions. By going beyond top executives in succession planning, you can provide the company with the tools it needs to react promptly to changes and adapt its workforce. You'll make sure your successors have the necessary skills and certifications to preserve business community. Long-term impact. Many companies desire to establish a future-proof organization. While there are several aspects that contribute to this goal being realized, the most important is who you have on staff. Increased profit margins are achieved by investing in your staff and better comprehending what will assist them succeed in their tasks. Control cash flow by centralizing payroll data. Payroll is typically the most costly and difficult cost to predict and control, but it may also be the most significant. For many firms, payroll is also the most challenging to manage. A single, precise, centralized database dedicated to your entire workforce, full-time employees as well as external contractors, isn't always accessible. It's critical to keep track of payroll data so you know who is actually working for you at each location, with real headcount versus budget, and what the fully loaded costs are so you can produce better forecasts, run true what-if situations, and take charge of expenses. Follow the rules. There are so many regulatory requirements to which companies must adhere. When you consider all of the distinct local laws for worldwide enterprises, this problem becomes far more difficult. Having a payroll system that takes relevant rules into account helps businesses avoid hefty fines or even shutdowns, which might have an adverse impact on long-term budgets and goals. Link your HR and enterprise resource planning system. The correct organizational structure is more than just a flowchart. It's a strategic tool that defines corporate decision-making across your organization. It ensures that you have the correct permissions in place, as well as checks and balances. You'll wind up implementing expensive modifications and workarounds if it's not done correctly and integrated into your ERP system. The problem is fixed by linking HR and ERP, which allows your firm to provide dependable decision-making and up-to-date reporting lines for approval processes, as well as timely workforce data to avoid production or invoice delays. Explain cross-training. Cross-training is the practice of learning how to do more than one job in order to be well-rounded professionally. A staff member, visiting staff, learns how to perform specific tasks by working with another staff member, receiving staff, for a set length of time through cross-training. During cross-training, the visiting staff member is taught on particular responsibilities related to their position by the receiving staff member. The visiting staff member will have the opportunity to execute some of these activities under the supervision of the receiving staff member, depending on the nature of the job. Cross-training enables the visiting staff member to be educated and perform specialized functions related to a specific position, while job shadowing allows the employee to acquire knowledge and understanding of the responsibilities and chores associated with a particular job. Job rotation health. Job rotation is a form of job movement that adds value to employees by broadening their skills, allowing them to work on various roles and providing them with experience. It's a good idea for employers to make their employees aware of all sorts of jobs done in their vertical. The following are some of the advantages of implementing an employee job rotation policy. Job sharing reduces the risk that you will have to do just one job. It is better to have a job with only one task because it will be easier on you and less stressful. Fear of being trapped in a high-risk position at work is reduced. It increases the productivity and efficiency of employees by lowering their work intensity. It enables employees to work from home more frequently, which helps them develop their skills and increase job flexibility. It relieves the monotony and complacency that can develop from routine. This technique can assist organizations in lowering absenteeism and turnover. The advantages of HR investment are numerous and depend on the industry. What companies need to know, though, is that every company is a people-centric company. The ability to collect, manage, and act on data effectively is at the heart of every success and every failure. The collaboration of HR and operations is inextricably linked, and the two perform better when they are able to use the same data. The larger an organization grows, the more important it is to be able to unify and humanize data in order to put a long-term plan into action. Let us know whether you've invested in HR and what challenges you face on a day-to-day basis in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more weekly consulting videos.